here it is, a small piece of pewter, rather elegant, a bit battered. Tell us exactly what it is.
It actually came out of the mud of the Thames near Billingsgate in the 1980s. Because even though this is 600 years old, it's neither precious nor scarce.
No?
There were thousands of them, thousands and thousands, and plenty have been found in the mud. It would have been bought by a pilgrim making one of the great traditional pilgrimages to Canterbury Cathedral when he or she visited the shrine of Thomas à Becket. So it depicts the head of Thomas à Becket, and the pilgrim would have pinned this to their hat, and we can only assume that the pilgrim on the return journey, thankful for making probably what was quite a dangerous crossing in the tidal Thames in a small boat, got to the North Bank and then said, oh, thank God for that, and as a kind of peace offering, threw the badge into the river. And there it remained until 1980, nicely preserved in the mud.
So these were like, I don't know, papal visit souvenirs or something per day?
Well, you know, I think they're very similar because in this time, in the 14th century, the greatest movement of people was on pilgrimage. It is a wonderful reminder to me of a number of great themes, like life is a pilgrimage. And we struggle and we have hardship and we have great joy. And like a pilgrimage, a great deal is enriched when we share, when we swap, when we know that we're in a company on the move.
It's also, I suppose, a reminder of a time when England was Catholic. Is that partly in your mind when you look at it?
I think the heritage, the Christian heritage in this country is broadly shared, and I think it is something which doesn't have to be entirely defined by the differences of the Reformation. And I think as a country we benefit when, as it were, we reach back to look at what is a common heritage, which is in fact the framework for the very culture that we live in. You know, in some ways, the fact that this badge stayed so long in the mud of the Thames is a nice image, because I think a lot of the instincts of faith are still there, but they're a bit hidden, they're a bit submerged in our lives because we're so busy, because there are so many other things, perhaps because we don't have enough periods of silence and reflection in our lives. But they're there, they're deep down, and they come up every now and then.